And you already know what time it is. And you already know. Yeah.
BeatStars.com.
And I go to work, and I do what I got to do to maintain my life. And knowing all the values in life and what I have to do to maintain my career. And I give it all I have. At the end of the day, what matters most to me to live another day in the whole world. What put my mind to the touch. And I came a long way in life. And I've been ready for the whole world all day and all night. Learning to survive. Learning to survive. Learning to survive. You know? Learning to survive. Learning to survive. Learning to survive. And I focus on now, and I'm in survivor mode. What made me who I am, to keep on going in the tough times. And I look back at all the years I had in my lifetime, and I wouldn't have it any other way. And I go all the way in life. And I know things do not always last forever. And I keep my head up all high. And I overcome all my odds in my own life. Learning to survive. 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 You know, that's what it is. Yeah, I think they already know what it's all about. Real, recognize real. What life really is, I guess. And I put my mind to the test. And I was made to be where I want to be. And it didn't happen overnight. And I got my mind made up. And I've been ready for the whole world. And I never give up. And I keep my eye on the prize. And I learn about the unknown. And I've been motivated. And it never changes. And it never ends. And I keep on being who I was made to be in my own life. And I stay focused on now. And I stay focused on now. And I stay focused on now. Yeah. And I wake up all morning. And I get the day ready. How fast life really goes. And I'm not holding back. And I learn about the unknown. What more do I have to do to make a living, to survive in the world? And I keep knowledge on my mind. And I got time in my vision. What made me bets on the mic. And I go all day, and I never let my team down. What bring me to the table? And I go all the way in life. What made me who I am, to live another day in the whole world. And I stay focused. And I stay focused. And I stay focused. And I stay focused all my life. Yeah. And I guess they already know what life is, you know? Be ready. It's been one heck of a ride, what we live for. And I wake up all morning and I get my mind right. How far will I really make in my whole career, in my whole life? And a lot of people in my life. How far will I really go at the end of the day? And it never ends, and it never changes. And I'll be where I want to be in 11 years. What keeps my mind all motivated? When I go back to reality, and there's no holding back. And I've been ready for the whole world all day. How far do you really wanna go? 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 Yeah, I've been ready for the whole world. I look back at my past memories, looking back at my childhood days, how life really was, all back in the day. And I overcome all my odds and all my obstacles, what made me who I am. And I got too much to really live for. And I keep my head up, all high. And I never forgotten who I am. When I get ready for it today, and I go to work and I maintain my life. How far do you really wanna go? 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 Yeah, you already know what it is.
Tommy on the beat, yeah.
And I overcome my odds, and I overcome all my obstacles. How far did it really go? And I never forgotten who I am and where I want to be in 11 or 9 years.
Tommy on the beat, yeah.
How far will I go to get to where I need to be in my own career? How far will I make it? And it never end, and it never tainted. And I'll be where I want to be. What matters most to me. And I find my way. And I find my way in life.
Tommy on the beat, yeah.
And I know where I'm going. And I find my way. And I know where I'm going. And I find my way. And I find my way in life. And I always remember who I was when I was a little kid. And all my childhood memories I had with my mom and dad. And I know things do not always last forever. And I know my mom and dad were watching over me while I rise to get to where I needed to be. And I made it on my own. And I did what I had to do to make it. To be who I want to be in 11 years or now. And I find my way.
Tommy on the beat, yeah.
And I know where I'm going. And I find my way in life. And I find my way. And I know where I'm going. And I find my way. And I find my way.
Tommy on the beat, yeah.